The best player of the 70s was Kareem. The second best was, who? The best player of the 90s was Jordan. The second best? Hakeem, maybe. To the victor belongs the spoils. That's the NBA in a nutshell. Win the most, dominate the spotlight, and you're remembered forever. Everyone else, forgotten, even if they were right behind the greatest. History isn't kind to number twos. Wilt Chamberlain was arguably the most dominant physical force the league has ever seen. 100 points in a game, 50 points per game for an entire season, 4 MVPs. And yet, ask most fans who ruled the 60s and they'll tell you it was Bill Russell. Why? Rings, narrative, simplicity. Look at the 2000s. Tim Duncan won more titles and MVPs than Kobe, but Kobe's the icon. In the 2010s, Steph and KD both have claims for the second best of the decade, but it's LeBron who gets all the spotlight. In the NBA, it's not just about how good you are, it's about when you were good and who you shared the stage with. Being the second best is like running a perfect race just behind Usain Bolt. Hakeem Olajuwon, 2 rings, 2 finals MVPs, a dream shake that made defenders spin in circles, but he did it while Jordan was playing baseball. So what do people say? He only won because MJ was gone. Karl Malone, although he is a very horrible person, is a legendary player, but he's only remembered for losing to Jordan in the finals. This recurring second best hate has existed forever, and now one player in today's league is suffering from it. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Right now, Giannis is the second best player in the NBA, but you wouldn't know it from the conversation. A 2-time MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year, an NBA champion and Finals MVP with one of the greatest closeout games in NBA history, a player who's averaged 30 points per game on above 60% shooting for 2 seasons in a row, the only player in NBA history to do that, and yet, the moment Jokic won a ring and his 3rd MVP, Giannis became an afterthought, merely just the second best player in the world and of his generation of Jokic, Embiid, and others. People stopped talking about his dominance and started picking at his flaws. Can't shoot, no bag, only won once. Giannis is a problem because on top of being the second best player in the world, he doesn't fit the mold of how we define greatness. He's not smooth like KD. He's not flashy like Steph. Not vocal like LeBron. He just works, dominates, and wins. But somehow, that's just not enough. Being second best means the bar is impossibly high and constantly moving. And even though Giannis has cleared the bar and cemented himself as a Hall of Famer, it's never enough for the masses. The second best doesn't just get forgotten, they get picked apart. Every flaw becomes a headline. Every missed shot, every playoff loss, magnified. Kobe shot too much. Durant took the easy way out. Malone choked. Wilt didn't win enough. Meanwhile, the best? They're protected by legacy. Jordan's early playoff losses? Forgotten. LeBron's early playoff losses? Forgiven. Being number 1 comes with armor. Being number 2 comes with a target. The truth is, we're wired to worship the top. Sports media thrives on simplicity, GOAT debates, ring culture, the Mount Rushmore. It's easier to celebrate one than to contextualize 10. The guy who dominated quietly, who didn't have the flash, who didn't win the PR war, he fades away. So what's the curse of being the second best? You're good enough to change the game, not just the narrative. You might break records, win awards, or even carry teams, and still be remembered as the guy who wasn't Jordan. In a league obsessed with the top spot, second best might be the loneliest throne of them all.